Let's get right back at it, get right back into it, and catch a dub. Come off good off the last result. I believe 7-0. Going in against Leicester here. Let's see what the team's looking like. Don't believe they brought in anybody. Emerson, possibly. Leave Zaha in, most likely. And I'll probably start IU out on the right. Ryder Wild had a great performance last week. We're going to start him again against Leicester. Actually, take out Kouyaté, throw in Gravenberg, swap them. Let's get it.
Real interest in Wilfried Zaha. A hat-trick in his last game. Will he prosper once more? We'll have the action on EA TV.
Join the game.
A standard 4-4-2, a formation you know. Tielemans. Well, he's often been described as a bit of a one-off. A real talent, no two ways about that. Wilfried Zaha. Lee, what do you anticipate?
Me the whole way, has a rip, and it goes straight in.
And you've got to say, they're good value for the lead.
That is not a great start.
Well, as we can see, if a striker is free in the box and the great ones just stand still, they know chances will come
Just
in that
rips it
position,
right
and he
past
wasn't
the keeper.
disappointed.
David
Well,
Guetta, no chance.
albeit from a different angle. 1-0
Restart, 1-0.
IU. Wilfried Zaha. He might be able to profit from the wide position. And still danger here. And in the end, no damage done. Having won the ball back, they might be able to profit.
Batshuayi? Oh!
Oh, they'll be kicking themselves.
Offsides.
Ruled offside.
Yes. Still piss poor finishing.
Ryan Gravenberg. Well, the stoppage time situation.
Come on, start moving.
1 minute here. Batshuayi. Ball's gone.
Piss poor. Absolutely piss poor. Nobody is anywhere to be found. Everybody's in their own world, doing whatever they want, and just having their own fun. Only created one chance.
The two teams have switched around and are ready now for the second half. And it crossed the byline, a goal kick as a result. Well, this man audits for his contribution up
Well,
to
I've
this point,
accidentally
Lee.
subbed out Zaha.
Well, Derek, it certainly was a good
Mason
45 minutes from the lad. Obviously.
Mason Greenwood. Moving the ball nicely, trying to carve.
Could it be?
Equaliser.
Could it be? Michi Batshuayi.
The leveller.
Mason Greenwood comes on as the accidental sub and ends up assisting the only goal we've scored, I believe.
Well, here's the replay, and as we see, it's a class ball through to split the defence, and then
Just
through on
stomps on the
goal.
ball,
Do you go
puts
for
it
placement
through.
or do you go for power? Well, he certainly
missed.
wasn't messing around, was he? Absolutely smashes it past the keeper.
We're
It's a
back
really
even.
lovely finish.
Sub turned
Well,
out to
the
be
earlier
a
goal
good
cancelled
thing.
out, one apiece. A foul, but advantage played. And the emphasis is on
What
creativity.
a ball back, wow. Gotta get
Barnes.
a tackle, it's going to be a
Well,
foul.
on you go, says the referee.
We got to
Advantage.
stop this. I knew it was coming in. They immediately go back on top.
Back in front.
Derek, it's like the manager scored.
He just
One of the
outpaced me
players
to
all
the
of a
middle
sudden.
of the
Great
box,
stuff.
passed it through, and it was never going to miss.
Obviously, it's a tap-in, Derek, but it's the patience in the box I like. A predator's instinct, just waiting for the ball to come to him.
An unfortunate way to go back down.
So there we have it, 2-1. Greenwood. It might be perfectly set up for the counter-attack, you know.
Send Easy down. See if Easy can create something.
Batshuayi.
Easy in. Through ball to Mason.
Level it.
Fake shot. Rips it. Oh, and he's missed it wide.
Well, he might have nightmares tonight.
Could have been the chance. Should have been the
What do I
chance.
know? I'm a fullback.
And he's just hit it wrong.
Good reading of the game to win possession back. Tielemans. He's got to
And they've only gone and put the game away with some terrible defensive play.
Just what they
And that has been the story of our lives here at Crystal Palace. That just about seals the deal for us here. That's going to be the end of the game there.
And that brings this match
a disappointing loss to Leicester City. And a terrible defensive display.
Well, it looks a pretty straight.
After the loss, and Jordan Ayew's got something to say about it. And he thinks he could have contributed more. I believe so. We get the deal accepted from Frankfurt for 18.6 mil for Jordan Ayew, and we can only hope that it goes through before the end of the transfer window. Because, ladies and gentlemen, we are here. And we've got a lot to do. I'm going to fast forward just a couple hours and see what happens, and we will go from there. And there it is. Ayew has sold, and we've added a little bit of money to the transfer budget. I really want to bring in Pedri because we missed out the first time. He rejected the loan to buy and all that. And then I want to bring in one of these two players, either Jeremy Doku or Facundo Pellistri. And the only reason why is because of the fact that Mason Greenwood is going to move to striker. I want Pedri on the left. I know he's got pace. I know Doku's got pace. I know Pellistri's got pace. So we're just going to work with some of this. Okay, so I know his release clause is 17.4 million. So I'm going to come off rip and I'm going to give 10 million. You know what? We're going to go 8 million with a huge selling clause. That is reasonable. Hey, I'll take it. May have overpaid just a little bit for him, but that was a little under half of his release clause, so let's get the deal done. Pedri, you're going to be a starter, or we're going to start you as a rotation. How does that sound? Awesome. We want a 5-year contract. And we want no release clause, that's for sure. You give me these wages and I'll take them off rip. Let's get him in the squad. Going for the youngster, Pedro de la Vega. Alright, well we've just gone and paid the release clause because they weren't willing to negotiate. Rotation. That's good. We want 5 years. No, we don't want that release clause. Yes, sir. And we can take that. Boom. And he's on the squad. And there it is. We've made two, I think, pretty crucial signings at the transfer window deadline day. Go ahead and get through the rest of this transfer window deadline. Not going to buy anybody, not going to get rid of anybody. This is actually very interesting. I just don't think we're going to have enough time to actually have it go through. Because what I'm thinking is if we sell Milovojevic, who is god-awful, we can bring in somebody else, maybe experienced, a bit older, just to have some talent there in the midfield. So let's see if this will go through. 23.6. Meet me at 25. We have got a deal. We'll take it. I just pray that he sells and we get the money before the end of this deadline day. Because if not, we are screwed, boys. And there it is. Milovojevic has sold. Probably the worst player at the club, not gonna lie. 20 million we can do with. Let's see what we can get. This may have been for the best. We've sold Milovojevic. And the one I'm looking at the most is Blaise Matuidi right here. Bring in the veteran leadership. Have an outstanding center defensive mid. We've got to go for it. Let's go. He's valued at 20. I say we come offer it right at 20. Oh, we don't have much. Okay. We're gonna come off the rip right at 20 and hope that they bite at this. 23.4 and a 5% sell on. I don't know why they would want to sell on clause on the 33-year-old CDM, but I'm not complaining. Accept the 21.5 and you've got a deal. We've gone and done it. We've brought him in. We have brought a half-decent player to the club. He will be a crucial player, my friend. Will you play till you're 36? Is that a question? Wow, he's willing to play till he's 36. That's interesting. We can do this. We've got no money left. Nothing. Zero. Zilch. But we've gone inside. An outstanding putt. It plays between. So this is how the team's looking. We bought 3 players on the transfer window deadline day. Matuidi, Pedri, and De La Vega. And I'm hoping they're going to make a difference immediately. The transfer window deadline day has ended with a total of $1.4 billion. And we get a transfer for the young man, Ridewild. And we are not interested at all in selling this young gentleman. So we'll go ahead and reject that offer, but thank you very much. We've sold Henderson and we've actually got the budget. So that's good. We freed up a little space, added a little money for contract negotiations. We've got our next game against Arsenal in the Prem. Let's get right to it. This is how Arsenal looks. They brought in Upamecano, Saliba, Cedric, I believe. I'm not sure who Neres is, but all I know is they've got a 5-back formation, so the lack of scoring goals may continue here.
The fans have waited and wondered, would it happen? Now it has happened. Now it's all about his debut.
The fans never forget the first impression.
Into a really lively
We're
match.
here,
This is
first half action
Enjoy the match.
at Arsenal. Let's see what we can do. Fancy action from the free kick. He's gone for goal.
A free kick, and the keeper
Good
took it
rip,
cleanly.
but David Guetta's seen it the whole way. Just giving the ball right back to him though. Aubameyang has a rip.
Fully stretched.
And it wasn't far from going in the back of the onion bag.
Matuidi.
Greenwood up to
Wilfried
Zaha.
Zaha.
Can he just sprint in behind? He takes a long
Oh,
touch.
what an
Can he have a
opportunity.
rip? And he waits
Well,
too
it might
long.
still
Plays
work
with
out
Tweedy
for
on the ball though. He's gonna go for goal.
Able to get his body in the way.
He's just not hit it hard enough, I believe.
Well, that's another.
And he's gone and missed
And
it.
Aubameyang now.
Missed the chance.
Aubameyang. To jump
Aubameyang
in
in
front.
behind, passes it off to
And able
Ozil.
to
Ozil
close-
regains.
and it's in!
Somehow puts it in
They breached the
behind
defense.
David Guetta, and I think he is now the worst player on the pitch.
Well, I think the players realise
David
what they owe
Guetta
this
couldn't
coach. Lovely
save
sight to see
nothing.
them celebrating with him. Well, here it is again, and all the credit
Just
goes
another
to the
FIFA
goal
goal,
scorer.
a
But you
great
have to
first
ask
stop by
questions about the
Mamadou.
keeper. He's got to
Lays
have
right
that
back on
covered for
Ozil's
me.
foot, and
No wonder he's
somehow
frustrated
keeper
with himself.
doesn't guard his post. He just
Well, it
finesses
can be
it to him.
difficult
and
being a manager
we're
at
in,
times. Not
we're in the
more
Crystal
so
Palace
than now.
uniform. I think we need to get in the game. Sub me in.
1-0 then.
1-0 to Arsenal.
Goal for the Arsenal.
Kouyaté.
Mason
Greenwood.
Greenwood.
And
De La
Zaha has
Vega
it,
making a
and he's
run
made
in.
headway.
He scores a debut
And the
goal.
goal, the equaliser. Superb
Golazo for
entertainment.
De La Vega on the debut. Evens it up against Arsenal. What a massive,
Well, here's the
massive
replay.
goal
It's a
for the
really
young
lovely
lad.
through ball. And
Zaha
once he
with a
gets himself
beautiful ball,
settled with the keeper to
and he
beat,
just
he
blows
hammers
it
it
past
into the
the
back of the
keeper.
net. Smashing goal.
Have a day, son. Enjoy the moment.
Well, the earlier goal cancelled out. One apiece. Oh, nice ball.
Really on the Brazilian down the wing. Plays a nice touch over Van Aanholt.
Thomas.
I need to play like Thomas Partey to just man that
Possession
midfield.
and patience, the
Whenever we're on
watchwords.
the attack.
Ozil!
Bombing into
And the
Ozil
keeper
has a
taking
rip.
it cleanly.
Ozil turning back the clock this game.
Matuidi.
Good recovery.
Kuyate.
De La Vega again.
Oh,
Could
he's
it
really
be?
opened them up
Could
here.
it be De La Vega again? Number 2 on the day, and he's just blasted it up the keeper. Zaha with the chance. Oh, and he's
Well, they can
taking
keep
him out.
possession of it now.
No foul though. Could have went 2-1 up
The
at
first
half,
half here comes to an end.
and it was a good chance. The young lad just did not have the boot to do it.
Well, probably a fair assessment
How
of his
much can
first
you
half's
ask of him?
work would be.
Start of the second half, and here we go.
The teams are ready to have
I
a
believe
go at
we can
each
get
other
3
again
points out of
as
this
the
result.
second half commences. The moment. Ozil.
Cedric, if I'm correct, played Southampton. Right back.
Oh, he's looked.
And what a lucky play.
Well, that's
And
really
David
sound
Guetta
goalkeeping,
comes
not
up
letting the
big in the
opposition have any
60th
scraps.
minute.
Crowd haven't had too much to cheer about for a while, have they, Derek?
Aubameyang has
They need a goal
botched it.
here.
It's come right off the foot of the keeper. He's kept us alive. It's out to the corner.
Well,
Good
nothing
tackle,
comes of the
Patrick.
attack
Just
when
gives it
all is
right
said
back
and
away
done.
though.
Can
Into
he
the
compose
box.
himself?
Aubameyang settles.
Oh, tremendous block.
And we're just giving
Must
it right
take
back
the
to him every
lead
single
here.
time.
Really getting stuck
Patrick,
in
get it
defensively.
out. Oh my gosh, what is going on
What's
here?
he gone and done? Takes the shot.
Had a rip.
Well, they have the goalkeeper to thank for the
And
fact that this game
EA
is still level.
is just
Well, they
trying
never
to give
drop their
Arsenal the 3
concentration,
points.
goalkeepers. They
We've got to play our style of
Inside
football.
the
Let's
final
go, boys.
5 minutes now.
Last 5 minutes.
Mason Greenwood.
Good ball.
Still
Through.
pushing
It
for
just
what
can't
could be
get
a
off,
winner.
and that was it. That was the goal.
Moving
was
the ball
out.
forward with purpose.
Willian on the ball. He's played phenomenal today.
And Aubameyang in the centre.
Into the box to
Oh,
Aubameyang.
he's missed a heaven-sent
Just save for David
opportunity
Guetta. We
with
got
the
a little
game
bit lucky
level.
there.
Well, the game right there, Derek. The game right there.
Kuyate
What a
just
miss.
once again.
Well, totaling
give
up
us
all the
awful players
stoppages.
on the
We'll have
bench.
2 additional minutes.
De La Vega down the wing.
Intelligent threaded pass here.
De La Vega with a bit of skill, possibly. Comes back. Sees him at the top of the box. Finesse, and Pedri puts it in. And the 2 young gun signings do it.
Well, it
They've
looks like
done
the
it.
game was over, but no. There's
They've
another
done it
chance,
for Crystal
and there it is,
Palace.
back of the net.
The
Looks
game
like the
over.
winner.
+3 and a +2.
Well, here's the replay with the
Nice
clock
bit of
ticking
skill.
down. Has he
Pedri
won
takes
the
it and
game
just
for his team?
finesses.
Cool, calm,
And that's the
collected.
game.
He deserves that. Brilliant.
What a
finish.
massive game by the wide mids. Massive game. And that seals the deal. Pedri and De La Vega coming up big in the debuts on the outside mids. And we've gone up against Arsenal. Come on.
And full time here.
The
And
3
the story
points
is one of
belong
job done
to
by
us.
Crystal Palace.
Finally.
Lee, your overall
Finally
assessment.
we've done it.
Yeah, there wasn't much in
And
it,
I
to be
didn't have
honest.
to suit up
Really
and come on.
competitive
I mean, I
game
was
with
suited up
chances
and
at
ready,
both
but I
ends.
didn't have to come on
They
for it.
probably just about edged it overall and deserved.
A phenomenal result in that game. And we get it done against Arsenal to finally move up in the standings and get the first W of the season. And we're going to leave it off there. Our next game coming up against Leeds United in the Prem. And it ought to be a good one. I'll see you guys